This video chart presentation of LifeVantage Corp. It's a NASDAQ capital market stock, trading under ticker LFVN. Stock made a real nice bounce off the bottom at the end of last year. Came out in 2013, continued that move off the bottom all the way up to peak at 307. It slowly slipped back from those highs though, all the way down to support level, right around $2.25. I'm going to put this stock on watch, see if it can hold that support level as the Bollinger Bands are tightening up, and see if this has a greater move to the upside in it, or if it's going to cave in through that support and go down and make a new lower low. Continue the channel it's kind of put together throughout the last 2.5 months. Now, of course, MACD gauge a trend, chilled out from those highs, slipped back down below zero, kind of trending sideways, maybe the slightest little uptrend to it for a little over a month now. The stock's been going sideways. Pretty neutral look to the trend, as should be expected, but it is slowly creeping its way back towards zero, so it's worth keeping an eye on. Classic PPO ADX pinch, of course, that's when the big move happened. That's why we look at that position all the time. ADX itself still in a nice reversal position, up near 40. Negative DI coming down a little bit, positive DI down low, plenty of room for a move. Not getting anything really from the MFIs, still down below 50, but they are creeping their way upward. Be looking for the break of 50 and a hold above that level to show people are paying higher prices for the stock. It's actually still a pretty nice look at the accumulation distribution. Even though the stock price fell off from the highs, still in a broader perspective holding an uptrend, signaling that there's still accumulation going on in the play. That, of course, is reinforced by the shake and money flow. Up over top of zero, showing that buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure. CCI holding above negative 100. All that tells me the stock price is still trending near the lower part of its 20-day mean, but I still like to see that it's making higher lows. Now it's just time to see if it's going to make some higher highs and continue that channel. Full stows pushed back above 50, saying that there's bullish momentum being held into play. And the tricks, very slow moving gauge of trend. Bullish cross was dropped right through here. And again, basically going sideways, but trending slightly back towards zero, which gives some slight hints of a bullish trend shift. RSIs, I actually like pointing this out in charts, just because it shows how difficult it can be to push through 50. Below 50 signals bearish momentum, and you can see every time the stock even got a little bit of a pop to it, would smack its head on 50 and get knocked back down. It's just a difficult point, but a move through 50 and holding above it is a bullish sign of momentum. Now, as I started this out, the big thing is the support level, and you can see right through here was the breakout point, right around $2.28. Stock price is just below that right now. We're going to call it just an area of support. I kind of look at it two different ways. One, it's definitely an area of support, but I won't discount the fact that it's also a little bit of an area of resistance. So the price per share kind of holding right in this area is pretty important to me, because if it breaks downward, especially on a surge in volume, there's not a lot of support in sight for this stock. Might pick some up down around $2, but even as such, that's not a real strong support level. And closing at 227, that's a little bit too far away for me for a stop loss area. I'd be looking more for it to hold this 225, 220 at worst. At the same time, I'm just as interested to see if it's going to push upward and take out that resistance and go challenge this 50-day moving average at 238 and try and go back into some sort of bull mode. The indicators are giving hints that could be coming, and I refer to it kind of as a make or break point. I don't think it's going to trend sideways for a whole lot longer. I think it's either going to make the break up or make the break down in the not too distant future. Now, if it does make the break upward, I'd look for some resistance right around $2.50 up to around $2.55, these old highs. And then above that, I wouldn't look for more until up near $3.10. Now, of course, at that point, it'd push back through the 50 and 200-day moving averages. It'd be making a big rounded cup type of look to it. And I would certainly read that as an overall trend shift. And I'd look for it to push through those highs once stock price trending over top these key moving averages. I looked at a lot of charts to start this week. This is one I kept coming back to just because I think it's interesting. Technical analysis is a dynamic creature, but it's used as a barometer to try and predict movement. And this is a chart that I think is going to have a larger move in it sometime in the not too distant future. So I thought I'd start the week with it and show how indifferent some charts can be, but it depends on how you look at them. And rather than trying to be bullish or bearish, I'm just trying to say this is a chart to keep an eye on for a larger move. So I just wanted to explain some of the things I'd be looking for in the LifeVantage Corp chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. Thank you for watching and trade smart.